3, 2, 1, and we should be live. There we go. How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming, and I'm joined with the lovely T.
Hi, guys.
What's up, KB Kingdom? Art packs, yeah, boy. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Looking at Visustella's art packs. What's up, salad dressing? How are you doing? Good day to you. Wrath of Wood. What's up? What's up? What's up? So I'm gonna be messing around in my game a little bit. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
You all right? What happened
yeah, I
there?
had like a little bug flying in front of me, and I whacked it, or I like swatted at it, and then I.
You said you swatted the mic.
I did. I swatted the microphone. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
Just making sure everybody's awake. That's all. Go away, bug. Leave me alone. What even is that? It's like the size of a grain of sand. It's the tiniest little flying thing I've ever seen in my
It's
life.
a gnat.
I don't know. Gnats are bigger than that.
Excuse me.
It's
Dying.
probably a midge. I think it's a midge.
All right. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? It's been rough for me, man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like
Just been
shit.
dying the past couple weeks. Trying not to die.
Lily has a fever. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
It's like we got COVID the second time or something.
It's a fever that never goes away. She's had a fever on and off for over a week now. Just a little
Alright,
one.
What the
like
fuck
not
am I doing?
it's not
I'm gonna be
not anything concerning.
just play my game. Where are we at?
Yeah, show everybody the cool stuff you added to
KV's lady's birthday is tomorrow.
Ooh.
Cool. All right, Ronin Idol RPG. All right, so this is my idle game that I've got going on so far. Trying to make it feel fun and polished and responsive. Everything's still placeholder. Most recently, I've added this equip scene. I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to be using none of the game scene, the built-in scenes. So yeah, it's made in RPG Maker, but it should look not like an RPG Maker game, except for like a few familiar icons and stuff, resources from the community. I'm gonna design all of the scenes myself. This is not final. This is just like I'm putting all the elements on the page and I'll move them around. It was a little bit of a challenge to get the experience bar to work properly. Like, let me show you. Oh wait, what is it? Fuck. What is the function to add experience? I just did it the other day. Game party, or is it game player? Game actors.
Yeah, because they get it as a party.
Yeah.
Might be game party actually.
No, it's not game actors.
I think it's game party.
That's what I did first.
They don't give it to them. You don't get the experience per actor. You get it per party.
It says game party.gain experience is not a function.
Huh. Well, where the
I just did it like.
So did I.
No, it's game actors. It's game actors.
Oh.
I was.
Oh yeah, game actors, because that is the party. It's all the actors in the party. Yep. That it is.
Anyway, so I gave myself 210 experience, and you saw the bar here go up. We leveled up. I'll probably remove the pop-up thing or change it so it doesn't show the text like that. But let's just gain a smaller amount of experience. Let's just say like 100. and then you can see these bars fill up over here, and it looks all good and everything. Excuse me, sorry. But as you gain experience, the top bar will show your current experience and max experience. So I had to do a little bit of funky math to make the experience bar actually go back to the beginning each time. And if anybody's interested, I'll show you how to do that. That's pretty cool. Right now I've made it so that you go from 10 to 100 on all of your stats. Anyway. I've made some different inventory scenes. So here's your your regular resources inventory, which will be expanded as I add more items in here. And then you have an aquarium, which is where you can catch, or which is where you see all the fish that you've caught. So the regular inventory has icons for everything, but the fish, I don't have icons for all the fish yet. I'll put icons on them once I have them, but right now they're just text and count. But yeah, I went a little overboard with the fishing thing.
He went a little drifty board.
A little bit. The idea here is to have, when you click on this, it'll show you a list of all of the necklaces that you have, and then you can click one and it'll equip it. You click on this, it'll show you all the helmets. It'll go to a scene with all your helmets, and you click on one and it'll equip it. And I'll be using the game's objects to, just change equipment. Why is this so dramatic? Let's be check. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. This is all stuff from an icon set, and I want to make use of some of the new artwork. I bought all of Visustella's art packs. Are they still 50% off on itch? I don't know. Let me check. Itch. I don't know. Visustella. This isn't a sponsored video. I just bought this shit. They didn't give it to me for free. It's Visustella, not Visustella MZ. There's still 50% off here. Well, at least that one is. I bought them all when they went half off. I bought all of this shit. The whole Emporium. I bought this, and this, and all these. Are they still half off? They're still half off.
Yeah, they're still half off.
Yeah, for
Cool.
how much longer?
I don't know.
But anyway, I thought I would show them to you guys until the end of the month.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
That's awesome.
Anyway, let me show you what you get when you buy them and stuff. Well, you should probably be able to see. There you go. Sorry. Alright. So this is what you'll get. You'll get these zip files. It's 4.5 gigs if you buy all the current stuff that's available right now. It's a lot of art. And they give you lots of different versions of it, which is useful. Hey Polka, how you doing? Avatar, Cesaria, how are you doing? What's up with you? Is there a menu editor? What do you mean a menu editor? I made a fishing minigame yesterday. It was fun sauce. Is there a menu editor? What's the context, Wrath of Wood? Sorry for the delay. Anyway, you extract the zip file, you get stuff like this. And this is the sword and spear one. Atlas, large. You get it's a tile. It's not a tile. It's like a icon set. So you get this, right? But I'm like, well, this isn't going to be very useful to me. But if you click on one, you get them separated. So this is the base and the different colors. And, you know, they're not too different from one another. Like, if you look at this right here, these are the swords, the base, and the difference in the swords is like the color of the hilt. And usually that's going to be the case. It's all basically the same item. And like you have different elements drawn upon it, so you can make like an enchanting system and whatnot for O2. Same thing. This is like the dark steel version of it. That one's like a bright. This is like the dark swords. And then you have all of the swords, and then like the blue hilted sword with all of the effects on it, and then the green hilted sword with all of the effects. So it's a lot of different variations, but really it's like 8 effects and then like 8 colors. Or was it 7? 7 colors. And then you get like all the combinations. So they give you all the combinations, which is pretty cool. And those are the large icons, and they give you small ones. Son of a bitch. These are the small ones. Same thing here. You get, but they're just smaller. They've resized them for you to fit your game. It's the same shit. It's just resized. Then you get a plugin, picture common events, if you don't already have it, which you probably already do. You get the PSD, which is a massive file, and it includes like 100 million layers with all the shit on it. So like you can just make whatever layers visible or invisible. It's pretty tight. And get a combination that you want. Like if you want fire and lightning, you can totally make that. Just export it, you know. But they've done a lot of the exporting for you. And this is the stuff that I'll be using mostly. These separated images that are 256 by 256, I believe. Yeah. 256 by 256. That's pretty good density. I wanted at least 100 by 100 for my icons, and these will be fine. And then, you know, the elemental ones with the black flare with the blue flare. It's the same images, but this like the ribbons different color on all of these. It's pretty cool. They also organize it right with the desktop.ini in here, which is smart, because if you configure it properly, then you don't have to let Windows decide how to view these files, and they immediately are viewed properly. So that's a little bit above and beyond, which I think is a nice touch to have. So like when you click on these folders, it will always show you like this, like boom, all the pictures at like a good view. And you don't have to go and like I was doing with some of the other ones with the tile sets and stuff, or the sprite sheets rather. Hey Nat. Cool. You're working on your jam entry? That's tight. Let's see. How long do we have on the jam still?
Ooh, it's coming up. A deadline's coming up.
2 days. 2.5 days. 317 people joined. So we're going to start playing games in a few days here.
So that probably means we'll get like 150 submissions, maybe 200.
Yeah, I'm thinking 100 to 150 submissions. A lot of people join because they're like, oh, money. And then like it comes down to the deadline. We're like, ah, shit, my project's not done. If you get 50%, you did good. And so I'm thinking you got 150 maybe. Which seems to be pretty decent. It's a big jam. There's a lot of money on the line here. Anyway. Let's bring that back down. PSDs could make for some educational stuff? What do you mean? Also consider the number of contestants working in teams. That's right, KV.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen a few teams.
My favorite out of all of these has got to be the potions one. I like the potions one the best. Also the swords and spears is pretty good. And the katana and katar. These two are pretty good. I mean, you know what? They're all good in their own way if your game is going to use them. But let's look at the potions ones real quick, guys. I want to show those off. Potion bottle. Hold on, wait. What did I miss? Potion bottle. Potion 1 base. So there's like the base potion. It's gonna look like that. And then you've got the liquids. You've got 8 different liquids that are gonna be shown inside the regular potion bottle. And then you have the 8 elements. 8 liquids and 8 elements that are inside the regular potion bottle. Then you have the cracked version of it. You can see this one's got like, you know, some cracked glass, but it's still holding. Same stuff. You have a dirty bottle with all the same stuff. And they're separated nice in their own images. And you have like a green mossy bottle. It's like been lost in the earth for a while. In like a swamp or a forest. So I like that you can add that touch to your items, a little bit more detail. It's kind of cool. Potion 2. And this has like a blue tint to it, and it looks slightly different. I'm curious as to the size of these potions. 256. Okay. Liquids. And of course it comes with small tile set or sprite sheets. Damn it, I keep saying tile set. Small sprite sheets and large sprite sheets. Comes with the picture commenters plugin and PSDs. Here's the potion number 3. It's more of like a water bottle looking container. It's kind of a flask. I mean, kind of. It's got the elements as well. And it has the same versions. It's got like the cracked one. It's got the dirty one. Cracked and dirty. Okay. This one's got combination of cracked and dirty. Cracked and mossy. Just dirty and moss. Okay. I think they did a really good job with how they did the potions. I really like those. To put something like that, some kind of alchemy crafting system in my game soon, just because I have all the icons to make something really cool.
They're too tempting to pass up. I looked at the PSD file, and it's
has 100 million layers.
Oh my gosh! It looks like they built they drew the base asset, and then just like put layers on top of that for every single variation. And so there's a bajillion layers.
Like these staffs look freaking cool, man. Come on, Photoshop. Don't do this.
Wow. That's special what happened there.
Photoshop is being fucking dumb, man.
We're canceling.
I don't even know what
this
just
month.
happened.
Are you zoomed in like 100%?
Yeah, like I don't know what it did, man. I really don't even know. Where's the open with option? There we go. Open with paint. Yes, always open with paint.
Hey, simplicity.
There you go.
Paint doesn't have an alpha layer. That's weird.
I have Studio. What the fuck is it called?
Clip Studio Paint.
Clip Studio Paint, but it doesn't want to show.
Open it in there, it'd be sick.
What? I can't hear anything you're saying.
You can open it in there, it would be sick.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll deal with that later. What I think I'll do is open up RPG Maker and just work on my game a little bit, answer any questions people have, and just kind of hang out and shit. Anyway, I just wanted to show sorry, excuse me. I just wanted to show off some of the artwork that I got from Visustella. So I wrote a bat file to make this run even when it's not focused, but you have to run it on a deployed, not the playtest. So on the playtest, if I minimize it, it freezes. If I put it in the background, it freezes. I mean, you can click off of it, and as long as one pixel of it is still showing, it'll keep going. Even though I'm on like this, it's not focused on this, but it's still got something showing, so it'll keep working. That's because of a Visustella plugin. But if you minimize it, it freezes. But I found a way around that, which is pretty interesting little workaround. And I can show it off. So I run a bat file, a batch file, which is just like running it's like a little bit of code that it like imagine like you're running it from a console, and then you're running it with some parameters. So I just created like a text file and called it run Ronin idle run while minimize.bat, and then I did this so that it shows this text and gave it a title, and it'll let the player know what's happening. And it'll automatically start, but if I don't want it to, if I want to make them press a button, I can take this two little comment code off, and it'll make the player press any key to continue. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I think I'll just leave it like that and have this bat file be the thing that runs when the game is run from Steam. And it just starts the game.exe. This will be in the same folder. And we're going to enable node worker, disable RAF throttling, disable background timer throttling, disable background occluded windows, disable renderer backgrounding, window style hidden, run minimize equal true. And a combination of these things makes it work even when it's like minimized in the background and you're full screen and exclusive full screen on something else, and it still keeps like leveling up your character. I'm done, Batman. That's the trick anyway to make it work, but it won't do that in playtest. Anyway, let's go to the fishing system. So that levels up. Boom. You catch a fish and you can go to the aquarium. You can still keep fishing while you're looking at your items and stuff. That's the thing why I wanted, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to design all my own scenes. If you switch scenes in RPG Maker, like anything that's not scene map will stop all of your parallel process events from happening. So if you get into a battle, all of your timers stop, they're frozen. If you open the menu, all of your timers stop. So at the beginning of the game, I disable all of that. You can't even like, you can't press this, like escape doesn't take you into the menu. None of the scene menus are in the game. Like, well, they're there, but they're all like not accessible. Like I can do that. I can do like, I can push the player to scene menu or something, you know. It needs to be capital. and then they go to the menu, but the player will never go here. Like, I'm not going to allow this to be in the game because everything's frozen while this is going on. The only timer that keeps running in those scenes is the actual game timer. Yeah. But like any of your own parallel processes will not continue to work. They'll just be frozen. They'll be in stasis while that's happening. So if you want to like look at your items while you're gathering them or while you're crafting, it's like it takes time away from crafting. But maybe you want to stay on your item screen while you're fishing. Maybe you don't want to be on the fishing scene, you know? You want to see the fish you got, so you can go here and then you can still be fishing while you're looking at the items. Boom. I got a Winkles. Fishing's a slow skill to level up. Got some muscles. Got strong. And the tide pool has all of these drops. The shallows has all of these drops. Rapid River, Great Lakes, Open Waters, and so forth. And you have skill level requirements. Like this won't work until you're level 15, 30, 45, and 60, respectively. But you can be looking at your armor, while you're fishing. I most recently added stat training. And like you can go for a jog, and this one levels up quick, but this one was a little bit different. What I wanted to do is not have very I didn't want them all to be the same. Like I didn't want them to be cookie cutter. I wanted them to be like slightly different menus. So this one, Lumberjack, it has level requirements, and it levels up at a medium pace, and then no matter what you're chopping, you're still getting experience, and it's about the same. Like, even though hardwood takes longer, you get a little bit more experience. And this one takes a little bit longer, but you get a little bit more experience. So it works out even to the amount of, no matter what you're chopping, you're still getting a similar amount of experience in that category. That's the route I'm going to go. That way you don't just get to the end game and you only want to chop one type of wood. They'll all have their use at some point for other crafting things. Mining's very similar. There's some differences in mining. And mining, you have a new thing called the Strange Cave, and it'll give you a random. It'll give you one of these at random, but the experience will still be based on the amount of time spent in the Strange Cave. So it still makes sense to use it, even if you're only getting like iron from the Strange Cave. But if you want to get mithril, which will be the highest right now in the game, you have to get it from here, and it's a equal chance to get any of these. So this one has its own unique little thing, which I thought was cool. Smithing, this one's unique as well. It's different. This one is a crafting system, and you would need to consume items, and if you don't have the items, then it won't let you. Like, they have their own level requirements, but they also have item requirements. For example, you need, right now you're lacking the required items to make this, so it won't go any farther. You have to go back to mining and start getting more ore. Smithing will take a while to level up because you have to get all the other items to level it. And then fishing, this one's pretty straightforward. It's more of a slower, takes longer to fish. But I made a scene here so you can look at the inventory while you're fishing if you want to see what fish you caught, that are in your aquarium at the time. And most of the time you'll be running this in the background. Like you're gonna play something else, you're gonna watch a game, you're gonna watch something else, you're gonna watch a movie, or like play a different game, and this is just running in the background, leveling up your character. And then like that, this is all items and crafting and whatnot, but it's gonna be RPG as well. So you're gonna have a character with stats, and there's gonna be a fighting system, some kind of combat system, which will be probably over here. I'll make some kind of thing where you can participate in a combat system, and it's not going to use the game's battle scene. I'll make a new scene for it. And in that scene, it'll be basically it's just gonna be bars filling up, but there'll be more bars happening. There'll be like you'll get to select your skills, like maybe 3 or 4, and then the bars for the skills will fill up and stay full until you click on it. And then when you click on it, it'll use that skill and do the damage to the thing that you're fighting, and then start filling up the timer on it again. And when it's ready, you can boom, use that skill again. And then I'm also thinking about making certain upgradable things so that you can have like automatically use my fireball skill or something. And then when the fireball fills up, it just boom, automatically fireballs. But then your attack, your basic attack will always be just filling up. Boom, you're hitting, you're hitting, you're hitting. And so will the enemy, though. They're going to be hitting you. And more advanced enemies will also have skills that fill up slow. But when they fill up, boom, they hit you with that skill. So I have an idea of how I want to do it. It'll all be based on like timers and stuff like that. But it could be really cool. Just got to put it together. It takes a lot of time inside a common event, and then also making it look right. So it's like when you're making a game in RPG Maker with HUD Maker, it's like you're a full stack dev, and the engine is the back end where you're handling like the processing and the code, but then the front end is the HUD Maker where you show the images and the formatting and like the CSS and whatnot. Of course, HUD Maker still uses code, thank God. So you can do stuff with code. Like for example, I'm using touch input ._x ._y here. So this little number right here is tracking the X and the Y screen location. So right here is like 0, 0 up in the top left. And if it says 0, it'll just disappear. And then as you go to the bottom right, it'll be the full screen's resolution, which is 1280 by 720. And I wanted to use 1280 by 720 on the first game I make like this. And then since I'm not actually using sprites that walk around on a map in like a typical RPG Maker fashion, I figure I could use a 1080 screen, because why not, right? You'll have more pixel density. But I'm going to go with standard HD 1280 720 for this first game. But moving forward, yeah, I think it's possible to use 1080p for RPG Maker, but not in the traditional sense where you make your maps and run around on the maps and using scene map and like technically we're using scene map here, but I'm just doing a parallax background and everything is basically point and click, you know. So it doesn't matter that the resolution goes to 1080 on this stuff. It'll still work fast and there won't be any lag. But if you are like running around on the map or in a battle, like scene battle, it'll look really weird at 1080p. It just doesn't look good. So I'm thinking I could do that actually, because I'm not using it in a traditional sense. Polka has a question for T or Drifty if he knows. Who was the person who ported Kixos plugin to MZ? I'm gonna try and find those plugins when I get home. The Q plugins. Oh, I know who it was. It was the person who ported Q's plugins.
Lunatech.
I don't really like Lunatech.
I tried to use them.
They're the ones doing it.
But they're not. I can't remember what was wrong with them, but I wound up not going with them because they just don't work.
They don't work?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was. Oh,
was it a compatibility thing?
It's the pathing. You can't save if you try and use QPath, like whatever. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But if you try to save, it bugs. But if you don't use it, you can't use mouse input. So it's practically useless.
Well, that sucks. $2 super chat from Vino. This doesn't suck. Thank you so much, Vino, for the $2. Appreciate that. He says, hello, friends. Happy Monday. How are you doing, Vino? What's up, dude? How about that stonk market, huh? I'm getting my seppuku circle ready.
Oh, not only can you not save if you use QPathfind, but you also can't transfer to another map or do any transfers at all.
Why? I mean,
It's game breaking. It bugs it completely.
with the most recent version of MZ?
Yep, and I've turned off every other plugin except for what that needs to run, and it's definitely QPathfind.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So either you have no mouse input or you don't use it, essentially.
Polka's very sad. Oh no, well here's hoping they fix it later.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or somebody else does a better job. Anywho, I think what I'll do now is look at this scene here. Look at this. What I would like to do is, if you see in the bottom right, this one pops up and it goes above these other ones. But they're set up in a way, like on a layer. And because of the way that I'm doing it, I'm not setting their layer with code. Some of them pop up behind other boxes. Like this is the worst case of this here. Like this helmet is behind this and this. So I could, the easy fix is to separate them or change the size. But I like that the element size, let's go to that menu in the HUD maker. It's like a factor of 3. But if I change it to like other pictures instead of icons, then I can just change the formatting on that. And maybe I want to do that. What's up, Riku Masamune? Is this the MMO game you're working on? No, this is a idle clicker. I could connect it to Node and give it multiplayer features, but I think we don't need to overreach at this point. It's just, I want to make it simple as possible. Make a good single player game, and then if it can add multiplayer elements, then you can go from there. Go with that in mind. The MZ MMO is still a project that I plan to work on at some point, but I really haven't put too much time into it. Man, it just takes all day. Like, I'll work on it all day, and I'm like, I don't feel like I made any progress. I bang my head against the Node.js socket.io code, and like, I mean, right into the database. So I got the SQL down, so there's no problem handling the database. But like, implementing functions, specifically, what kind of took the wind out of me was when I was trying to draw everybody on the same screen running around. And man, I just tried so many different things, and I know it's possible, and I've seen Phoenix Kageriso do it because he's the master, but I haven't got it down. And I've used his plugins, but the problem is if I use his plugins, his AlphaNet, which I originally thought, well, maybe I'll be able to do that. Well, I can, but then I'm limited on the server side. I can't control what happens server side. So as the dev of it, I need to be able to control server-side functions. And so I can't use AlphaNet MZ for the MZ MMO if I want to make the game that I was trying to make. That's MMO programming making no progress. It's true. It's very true. I spent months and I made progress and I learned a lot, so it wasn't a waste of time. And I wouldn't change it because I do like what I've learned in the process. Like, I can do some pretty cool, complicated shit and have a socket.io server running with my SQL database all interacting and interacting with multiple clients. Like, that's pretty cool. Just a couple years ago, I would have been like, oh, that'd be awesome to be able to do that. And, like, I can. But, like, making a game out of it is a lot different than just connecting it and sending text functions and like storing objects, and like making it into a game that looks and feels polished is a lot harder than just connecting the clients. Yeah, there's always a chance that it could become something, and I don't want to give up on that idea. But here's the thing, that's far-fetched, and I even said while I was working on it, like, that's probably I'm just probably gonna fail at some point, yada yada yada. But with this project, I know I can make a game and put it on Steam and sell it, and maybe provide some money, you know, and maybe keep my business going properly. So I'm gonna be working on this game and making my own custom shit, and it's pretty cool. I like these idle games. I've been playing more and more of them because I don't get a ton of focus, and like sitting downtime to focus on anything is sometimes really hard to not be distracted by all the real life shit that I have to do. But it's really cool to be like, okay, I want my guy to go chop wood right now, and then like I go do whatever I have to do, cook dinner or something, and I come back and my guy has made progress. You know, he's chopped wood, or he's fished up a bunch of whales and I can sell them for money, or whatever. You know, whatever the idle thing is. Yeah. Anyway, an idle game with RPG elements is really cool idea, and I want to make one of my own. And I think there is an audience for it. My viewers are not the target audience for the game I'm making, unfortunately. But there is an audience, and it's sizable. It's good. It's big enough to where I did the math, and I'll make between $10,000 and $250,000 if everything goes to plan. Now, there's always a chance that it doesn't even sell, it doesn't make shit, right? There's always that chance. But I strongly believe that if I'm able to bring it to the point where it could be put on Steam and it won't be garbage, it will make at least 10 grand. And there's a chance that if it picks up a little bit, it'll make $200,000, $300,000. I don't know, you know. I don't know how likely it is to pick up and catch the full market, the full target audience. But I looked at 20 games that are in this genre, 20 of them, and I did the math on all 20 of them. And some of them didn't do very well, but even the ones that didn't do very well got plenty of downloads. And I played them, and I played the games, and some of them, yeah, $9.99 Riku. That's where it was. But, you know, with sales, I'll do sales and stuff. $10 is right. How'd you know? I probably mentioned it. What's up, Drag? How you doing, man? Drag's been helping T. T and Drag have been like doing crazy shit. I've been watching, and
but I can't tell you what it is. It's super secret.
T's like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever get done.
It's really complicated. So like if I do manage to get it to work, then yay, I'll release it and all you guys will know. But
something about macaroni and cheese. That's all I know.
Yeah, it's macaroni and cheese for MZ.
Well, Spiker, you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch. So this game's got a long way to go before it's even put on the market. I'm doing okay, Drag. I don't feel great, let's be honest, but I feel better than I did a few days ago and last week even, so there's that. Drag says, yeah, I know T's secret. Drag's been doing some really cool shit, man.
Yeah, he's been doing some mad scientist stuff.
So in Amalgamation, I just want to load something real quick. I gotta go on a little tangent here. Let me open a folder here and show some stuff. Amalgamation MZ project. So I was working on this little thing right here. Oh, I have a. You can only have one thing running, playtest at a time. So Amalgamation Horsehead project is another one that we are working on as a group. Slowly, it's just sort of a thing to do while we're streaming and whatnot. When other stuff gets kind of on a lull. And I was doing this like destructible map stuff, so I was thinking, you know, why don't we let the player control the map a little bit? And I'm like, how would I do that? Oh, well, I mean, I could make some sort of durability system and like make it so that the events can, you know, the tile sets can be set as events, and then the player can dig through things and even find treasure and like modify the map. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's its own little thing, and you run out of durability, you can't go. And then frickin' Drag, he goes to the next level.
Oh man.
And he's like, besides, instead of just doing that, let me find a picture. What is he doing? Here it is.
He's making something incredible, guys.
He made a window with categories where the dev can set up tiles, and the player's going to be able to build and like make, like, the player, not the dev, the player in the game is going to be able to walk around and make the map themselves. Like, this is very like Stardew Valley-ish type of gameplay.
Even better.
Even better, yeah.
Even better. It's just insane. You can make like a game-making game with this plugin.
Well, you can do lots of things, and I think like there's an audience for farming games and farming sims, and this type of plugin will be just paramount. It'll be like the pinnacle of building your farm and your like, I don't know, your little simulation farming crafting game.
Yeah.
$5 super chat from Vino. Thank you, Vino. Appreciate that support. He says Drag is a legend. Holy crap, that's so very cool. I have to buy that plugin. Take my money, Drag. Take it. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is something he could sell, and he should when it's ready. I don't know how you even code something like this. This is insane, man. This is really cool.
You have to be a rocket scientist of coders.
You have to do rocket surgery to mess with the tile sets in code. Like, he's got auto tiles. Look, he's letting the player auto tile a river. Look at it. It's moving.
It's insane.
The rims is spinning. Them rims is spinning, yo. And I thought, like, okay, this is Amalgamation MZ stuff right here. This is what we're going to do in Amalgamation MZ, is use this plugin when it's ready.
Hell yeah.
We're going to have the player walking around, like, setting up the map how they want and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Drake says, yeah, that's basically an auto tiles building. Well, you can use it with normal tiles too. Yeah. It's really cool, man. Yeah, we're all looking forward to that, Drag. Keep working on that, because that's really tight. It'll go along with the idea of what we got here in Amalgamation MZ with the destructible stuff here. Why am I dropping frames? I am running quite a lot of things on my computer. Is it the client, though, or is it my computer? It's the client. I wonder if it's because of the number of objects, the number of events I put on the map. It's got to be that. So putting this many events on the map causes some lag. That's just unfortunate. We're going to have to make these maps tiny then. I'm not really working on Amalgamation MZ too much.
At the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
You know, we go in phases.
Yeah, but it's not like done. It's not like I'm not going to at some point.
Shelved.
Yeah, it's not shelved. There's three things that I'm kind of doing. There's the Amalgamation MZ, the MZ MMO, and the Ronin Idol. But right now, I'm just mainly working on Ronin Idol. Anyway, this is not what I wanted to do. Let's bring this back down. Okay. Failed to load source map. Which file? Pixie.js map. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be causing any issues. but I do get that little error. It's a warning, it's not an error. The God Ray pixel shaders, and you use that, and then it dipped your frames. I wonder what would happen if I put the God Ray on this. It would just show like another thing going on. Let's do that. I'm curious. Did I already put him in this project? I don't think I put too many in this project. That's fine. I'll do that real quick. Let's see if it causes any dips for me. Let's open this folder. Forgot what wave it is on.
One of the later ones.
Bright effects. I think it's this one. It's called Bright Effects. Wave 6, by the way. Anyway, game open folder again. JS plugins. Let's put that in there. Huh. Apparently I already had it. Wonderful. Maybe I had planned to do that at some point. Okay. Bright effects. By default, it's like cranked up really high. Let's see what happens. And I'll turn on the frame rate. Oh, that caused something bad to happen. Oh, I know what's happening is the bright effects has a requirement of another plugin. It's like a pixie filter plugin. Yep, required that. Okay, so I can put that in, not a big deal. This one. Public Pixie JS filters. Let's put that at the top. Let's actually copy this. Paste this here. Paste this here. Paste this here. Paste this here. That looks better. Some organization going on here. Let's try again. $2 super chat from Vino. Thank you, Vino. Appreciate the support. He says, if you're checking for dips, just look at the stonks. No, I don't want to look at my portfolio today. I don't want to look at it.
I'm mostly in bio, so I'm kind of sideways. In fact, I'm actually a little up from this morning.
I don't want to look at it. Vino's making me check, though.
Bio's not getting hit that hard today. But everything else is just being hammered.
Hold on. Vino, why are you making me look? I'm down 1.6% today. So kind of sideways, but down.
Yeah.
Down.
We're mostly in bio, so it's sideways. The problem with the stonks today is that the Delta variant, which apparently the CDC has decided everybody who's not vaccinated is going to catch.
I fucking feel like I have it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we've been sick
I've had
for a
fever
while.
for a long time.
Lily's had a low-grade fever for over a week. So weird.
This will be the second time we caught COVID, if it's actually the case.
If it is actually, yeah.
We caught it last year in like March.
The difference is this time we could get tested if we want to.
Yeah, we couldn't even get tested back then.
Nah. It was
I don't know what we're
chaos.
doing. Oh yeah, look, it definitely made stuff all bright. Made everything all shiny and bright. Look at the background. It's like glowing. That sun is like piercing my eyeballs now. Let's put the God rays on. Oh, all frame rate? Let's check with God rays. So there's a command I think we have to, or we can default them on. Bright effects. God ray settings. Default visible. Let's just do this. And they'll just be on everywhere. All bright and shiny. Like, I don't want to keep this. I'm going to tone it down a lot and then only have it in certain scenes. but just for experiment and checking frame rate. Not gonna lie, I kind of like it. It's still way too much. It's hard on my eyes. It's way too much. Damn, that looks sick though on a dark background. Yeah, that definitely adds, doesn't it? It's not hard when you have a dark background. Also, I let the player change their background color, so you can like change that up. Oh man, that makes it look so much cooler. The only scene I don't like it on is, and it doesn't have any frame rate dip for me, all stays at 60, is this one, which I'm gonna have a custom one made. This was an open source one that I threw together from open source art. How are things going with the idle game, Drifty? They're going well. I like the progress that I have in the game. It's definitely slowed down this last week, but I was working on it like all day, every day for like a couple weeks, and then I got sick and I just didn't have the energy to do much. And I would open it and I would do like one little thing. I think over last week, what I did, over last week, maybe the last 10 days, what I've done is create this entire thing where you can have your guy develop endurance or so this is like max HP, max MP, and max TP. LUK. These are the stats in the game that's using, but I renamed them to this: strength, guard, intelligence, willpower, speed, and charm. So this is ATK, DEF, MAT, MDF, AGI, LUK, but you know, renamed to work. But after you level it up, you can see I'm leveling my charm, socializing in the pub. What is it? What did I call it? Socialize at the pub, and they all have their own experience bars. Barrelclaw says, I love it with the dark background. Yeah, the dark backgrounds work really good with the God rays, doesn't it? I'm gonna keep it on now. I put it on as a joke to check frame rate.
Wow, it looks really
But
cool.
I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah.
The only scene that it doesn't look good in is this one, because it's too bright.
I don't know, it looks kind of cool.
It's a little bright for my eyes, but I have a condition, so maybe that's just me.
I think it looks pretty cool.
It definitely adds, like, it looks really sick. And the player can change it, so you can just let them select whichever one they want, and then it,
cool.
You know, and it's different.
You could tone down the God rays too, can't you?
You can just tweak them.
Yeah.
Let's go to the.
Definitely keep that.
This is the
wicked. Cool.
Check it out. This is the aquarium with the like a watercolor background and God rays. It kind of looks like water, doesn't it?
You could even put a parallax of little fishies swimming in the background.
You could.
And little bubbles.
Oh shit.
It would be so cool.
Oh yeah, I could. Oh my god, do I have a fish sprite? Let me see if I could do that real quick.
That would be super cool.
Anyway, I wanted to show that what I did last week was I created this whole thing, right? I created the back end with the common events. I'll show it to you. So there's a lot of common events and parallel processes happening, but I'm still just solid at 60 FPS.
Barrelclaw says, do that. I want to see a fish tank now.
You want to see the fishies? Okay, we'll do that then. And so this is what it entails. This was for the stat training, like the main function of it. And then this is like when you say to change the endurance, and you just have to like set it up, and then this is the parallel. So these are all set up. And they're all essentially the same thing with different parameters. And then this is the, like, training. This is the thing. So it's kind of chunky. There's a lot going on. And that happens for all of them. Like, whenever you're fishing, this is the common event for when you're fishing.
What do you think of this fish? I can make a sprite sheet out of that.
Huh?
What do you think of this fish? I can make a sprite sheet.
Oh
out of
yeah,
that.
you drew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get a sprite sheet of that real quick, and then we'll
know
do
how-
it for Vero.
I don't know how big. I think it's pretty small, so I think I should be able to make a good looking sprite sheet actually.
For the way that I'm going to do it, it'll be in the engine, so it does need to be small.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Oh no, what Yanfly has or Visustella has a plugin to change the size of the sprites, so it could be any size, and I can change it with code.
Okay.
But smaller would be, well, I don't know.
Let's see how big it is first.
Yeah, just use its size and make a sprite sheet all the same.
It
doesn't have to animate.
144 by 96.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
$5 super chat from Vino. Thank you, Vino. Appreciate the support, man. He goes, $5 donation towards new driftwood fish screensaver made in MZ. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make an event right here, and then T's going to send me the fish, because I removed everything to make this real like small and everything. So this is all of the images. This is all the sprite sheets that I have. It's just one for Actor 1 in case I need to have one, and then the tile set. That's all that's on the tile set. So there's nothing in here right now, but T's going to send me one to do that. Right now we're going to use this is going to be our fish man for now. And I'll need to check to see if because everything happens on one map, I have to make a conditional branch in here, and I need to make sure that I'm on the right scene. So let me check. When I click on aquarium, what variables do I change? It's running a common event. What common event is it running? It's going to be running the menu aquarium common event. This sets the background, and then it draws the HUD. So that I need to include one new. I need to have the fish switch. We have to make a fish switch, and then I have to change all the other menus to turn the fish switch off. Anyway, let's new control switch, and we'll call it fish sprite. Fish sprites. If fish sprites are on, there we go. Boom. Now we can have him show with fish sprites are on. But when we leave this, we need to turn fish sprites off. So let's go to all of the menus. Menu lumberjack. And we'll put it above the map change. So turn that off. Apply this. We're going to copy this. If we go to menu mining, we need to turn the fish switch off. We go to menu options, menu save. Doesn't matter because this is an actual different scene. Pushing save scene. I'm using a plugin to handle the save. It's very easy. And if you're saving the game, it does stop. It's for you're frozen. You're on a different scene. All the parallels are frozen, but you only save and go back. So you're only gonna lose a second, so it's fine. I think that's a good trade-off. I'm fine with this. Then I don't have to write an entire save function. I can just use Visustella's. As long as I don't miss a menu. I think when you're fishing, it would be okay to have the fish sprite on. The fishing and the aquarium will have the fish sprite on. Maybe we turn it off on the fishing. Yeah, we'll turn it off on fishing. No, that's on the aquarium. Shit. Hold on. The fishing menu, let's... Scene status has got to have it turned off. And then the stat training also has got to have it turned off. All right. And then we have the switch. If fish sprites are on, then he walks around. Let's give him like a type of custom movement. Let's give him a route. He's going to start on the right side, and we're going to make him move left. I don't know. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then move right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could, oh, you know what I can do? Forget this mess, because it'll get repetitive and you'll learn the pattern. It won't look natural. What we'll do is say skip if cannot move, repeat movements, and we'll have, no, let's just do random. Better idea. Let's do random, and then we do a path that, we use region restrictions. Yeah. Okay, let's go to regions. I have region restrictions on, do I? No. Let's put that plugin in. Region restrictions. Is region restrictions its own plugin in MZ? Or is that part of the core engine now?
That's part of the events and move core.
Events, move core, yeah, that makes sense. All right. I've got that on already, right? Let's see. Events move. I do not. Okay, because I don't need it, but now I do. Events move core. Let's throw that on there. Bang. Go up there. Parameters. We're gonna have to set our rulings, region rulings. Event allow. We're going to say 6. It's going to be allow. Or no, 5. And then 14 will be not. Forbid. Event forbid is 14. The player never walks around, so it doesn't matter. We're just going to set it up for the event. Now we can draw where we want the fish to actually go. I really don't need to set up the forbid, but I did it anyway. Oh shoot, 5 and 14? That doesn't make sense. Sorry, I'm going to fix this. 5 and 13. All right, I'm just going to draw where I want them to be able to go back and forth. I'm not sure, like, where. I just need the fish sprite now, but let's just see. It should still work, technically, with the... What's his name? Reed? It's not memorable like Harold.
Oh, which way is left and which way is right? I always forget.
Look at it. Look at a sprite sheet.
I'm gonna have to look at the sprite
Just look
sheet.
at one. Okay, so he can go down off the screen and walk up and go down behind the should I put him in front of the bars? Nah, I'd like it behind it. Because it's not supposed to draw your attention. It's just like a... Let's not let him walk down here. Let's make him walk in this spot here. 1, 2, 3. Let's make him faster. Alright, let's just change this up real quick. Let's get rid of this. And in fact, give him one more row higher. And then we adjust the event as well. And so his speed is normal, his frequency is higher. And he's like right here. He'll start on this side. Take a look. Nah, let's put his frequency max and his speed slow or something like that. Let's adjust it until it looks about right. In fact, I don't know if we should let him go up right here. Should just keep him on one row, huh? Just one row of fish swimming back and forth. Yeah, let's do that. So he's got one row. Here. His speed will be set to 3, frequency highest.
All right, here's your fish. I'm sending it to you on Discord.
Okay. Let me get that. Thank you, T. That was very fast. Open original. Save image as. Fish sprite PNG. Let's put it where it needs to go, but we'll just check this out for a second.
You want to show people?
That's sort of what I was thinking, like
Fish
that.
sprite.
I'm going to.
I made this for we were playing with Godot, and we were going to make a fish game. And so I made a little fish. It only goes left and right. It doesn't go up and
It's
down.
fine. There's no up and down on this, so it's good.
Perfect.
Fuck, where am I doing? MZ. Ronan Idol. IMG characters. Okay. So this is the one. Yeah, boy. Get that salmon sprite.
Yeah.
All right, close this. Now let's close this and change this to be the salmon sprite. Oh no, we forgot the dollar sign.
Mm.
It's fine.
I put the wrong thing. I put an exclamation mark.
You need dollar sign.
Oops.
It's all good.
You think I
IMG.
haven't sprited before?
Nah, you're good.
I hate spriting though, so that's my excuse.
Oh, wait, is it dollar sign first?
I thought it was exclamation mark, but I could be wrong.
Or maybe you did. Sometimes when you save it from Discord, it removes characters.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, the file name has an exclamation mark.
Yeah, Discord removes characters when you upload them.
Shame on Discord.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, hold on. I renamed
Gotta
it.
set the sprite.
There,
Yeah,
that's fine.
check it out.
It just shows like because it's such a big sprite. It'll look good though. It'll look good. Hold on. This is retarded.
It's great. Oh, it's
Oh,
getting down
look
a
at
little
that.
bit. Yeah, it looks good though.
You can't bring him down because of the nature of it. You have to
okay.
bring him down on the
I
sprite.
could do that. Do you want me to do that?
If you want,
Yeah,
you
that's
just make the
fine.
sprite like a little bit larger,
Yeah, I could do that.
and
no
you just bring
problem.
him. You just kind of place them on the bottom.
Mhm.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
It's. I need to like fix it anyways because it's bouncing. See, it's not quite.
I like it bouncing, right?
You like it?
Yeah, like it's more animated.
Okay.
He's
It's not
just
perfect.
like 8 pixels too high.
8 pixels? You think? I think it's more like.
How big
I
is the
would-
sprite?
I'm gonna say 20 pixels.
How big is the
96. Oh no,
Nine-
it's not. It's like 10 pixels.
so like the y-axis? How many is the whole thing?
96.
96?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just bring it down like 12 or 15 pixels or something.
Yeah.
16. Bring it down 16 because there's
Okay.
plenty of room.
All right.
Even more. I think 16 might do it though. It'll just still be like kind of at the top.
We'll start at 16.
Yeah.
If I need to expand it, I can.
How come he keeps just getting stuck in this corner? He's a dumb fish. What is this? What is this that we're doing? I don't know. I love it though. It's great. Oh, I have to make the blue background. Let's get the blue one. There's a blue one. I have a better, more aqua colored one. Let's see. Where's that one? This one. With the god rays, the right color background, and like the fish. Oh, we should be fishing let's go fishing while we're doing this. So let's get some fish. We're fishing while we're looking at an aquarium. There we go. That's the scene. Bouncing makes it more realistic.
Okay, so I won't try and fix it then.
Yeah, just bring the whole
I may
thing down.
accidentally fix it though, because I have to realign every single one. But
Just bring them down.
well, I have to space them.
You can offset. There's a little function to offset, isn't there?
In GIMP?
Yes. Select them all, and then move everything down. Select everything, and then just move, because they're all one layer, right?
Yeah.
Select everything on that layer,
Uh-huh.
and just drag it down. It may have to rasterize layer if it's not.
But it does... how's that
You're
gonna
moving
work?
selection. You need to right-click and rasterize layer.
It's already rasterized.
Okay. Well, then then select the layer with the fish on it,
Uh-huh.
and then when you move it down, like the
They'll
arrow.
all move together at the same.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but they won't have... I have to create a space above each one. So I have to move each layer individually.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Every row. Because if I move this down and there's a bunch of space on this sprite, there's not as much space on this frame. And so the fish is gonna jump like crazy.
Oh.
And this one's not even all the way in.
I see. I see.
So
Okay.
I have to move each one.
Okay, well, move them all down and then adjust them.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust.
You could do it quickly.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got this.
Technical artistry. At its best.
I'll leave a little room too, so if we need to move it down further, it can be moved down further easily.
KV says he likes spriting. He's actually spriting right now.
You know how I sprite, quote unquote sprite? I draw it and then I shrink it. Because screw spriting. Actual, real, bona fide spriting drives me absolutely nuts. But drawing something and then putting it in a sprite sheet is fun. I like doing that. Which, by the way, this fish was not sprited. It was drawn.
Yeah, I think you can tell.
Yeah.
It was drawn at high resolution and then shrunk down to be the sprite ratio you need it to be.
Yep. Okay, hopefully this will do it. I'm going to overwrite and send it along. I'm going to put this in RDMs again. There you go.
Okay. Open original. Save as. Sprite fish. Fish sprite 2. I'll just keep both. All right.
You'll have to put the prefix in front of it again because
Yeah.
of Discord.
Discord changes it.
Yep. One of those isn't right. It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter because
What
you
do you
don't have
mean?
you don't have sprites walking around on the screen.
What do you mean one isn't right?
One of those prefixes is for inanimate objects, and it's to shift it so that the player stands in front of it, it doesn't look like they're standing on top of it. But in this case, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be lower now. Let's try this out.
If it's not low enough, I can lower it again. I have a little space left.
I think we're good. I'm pretty sure that's gonna do it. Let's go fishing, and then let's go to the aquarium.
What?
Oh, I didn't change it? What the fuck happened?
It seems the same.
I did change it.
You did change it.
Why?
You know, I think I've run into this before, where you need an actual sprite offset plugin. They do exist.
So it's ignoring whites. That's what's happening. It's ignoring all the transparency.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you offset it more or less. It's going to like it's going to cut out all of the outside transparency and then make the file size as small as possible.
Yeah, let's see if there is a... You might as well use the first one then, because it's
better.
It's a smaller file size, yeah.
Okay.
So let me see if there's a sprite offset plugin yet for MZ.
Yeah. I think there is one at MZ. It's probably an advanced mover. Let's see.
Yanfly did event sprite offset, so it's probably somewhere in the core. One of the core plugins.
I'm looking at events right now. Label offset. Sprite offset. There it is.
Awesome.
Let's just add to the Y. Sprite offset Y plus an amount. Let's see. Event note tags, event page comment tags. I love the new search function. I use it all the time now.
The one that was in the last update?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. We'll bring it down 16. Well, by bringing it down, I mean add 16 to the Y. Let's see if it makes a difference.
It should. That's what it's for. I remember trying to make a labyrinth when I first started using RPG Maker.
Yeah, look, that's 16 right there.
Oh, beautiful.
Let's bring it down 4 more. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Cool. Cool tools. See, that was a good combination. We fixed our problem with Visustella's plugin and MZ's engine's ability to just find what I'm looking for. So that update to the engine was very beneficial to even plugin developers.
Yeah, it's very good. Yay! It's beautiful. You could even put it down 2 more pixels, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we might as well perfect it. Well, guys, I think that's probably it for today. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. We were messing around, looking at some artwork, and of course, it always goes. It always goes in a direction you least expect, but surprisingly, the project made good progress.
Yeah.
Because somebody wanted me to check God rays for performance things, and it didn't seem to give me any performance issues. In fact, it made the backgrounds look really cool.
Yeah.
So I'll fine tune the density of the God rays and the bright effects.
Maybe the God rays is causing a problem for them for a plugin incompatibility issue.
Or I mean, it does just add rendering.
Yeah.
So if your graphics card has an issue, it might be chugging on your graphics card. Like if it's an older one, it might have some issues with it. Also, we got to use an asset we made for a different game a long time ago.
I know.
So that's pretty
Fish
tight.
is finally being used.
He never goes farther than like right here. Oh yeah, go fish. Like
What,
he doesn't
can go all the way to the end?
Yeah, he can walk all the way across the screen.
You know, random isn't actually random in RPG Maker.
Huh.
The random movement.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that it uses the same movements repeatedly. When I was doing the touch event plugin, it really frustrated me that the random was not actually random.
Well, I'm gonna put him in the middle then.
Yeah, put them in the middle. Yeah, it's the salmon for the salmon game, which we did like one scene and...
We did in Godot. We started working on it in Godot and we're like, man, Godot is hard.
Yeah, Godot
It's just because we didn't know what we were doing and we didn't put enough time into it.
And I was trying to make all the assets like from scratch, which is also hard.
Yeah. And I was doing the Python code and we both were.
Yeah.
And it was like another new learning thing.
I want to make a bubble animation now, so you could play it in front of the fish randomly, and bubbles will, like, leave its mouth. It'll come up from the fish. Wouldn't that be cool?
How do we know where the fish is at? Oh, I can set it.
You play it on the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a parallel.
Yeah.
I could do that.
That would be pretty cool. But that would require me to actually, like, crack open Effectsier again. I haven't actually used Effectsier since it came out, since MZ came out.
Look at that boy. That looks great. Yeah. All right, guys. Love you guys very much. Thank you for coming to the live stream. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter and join us on Discord. Links in the description below. Drax says now you need to get a sprite of each fish you can catch and display each one of if the player has caught one.
That is not happening.
I don't know, man. That's 72 fish.
So many fish.
I don't even have icons for them yet. Yeah, I recommend picking up some Visustella art packs, 50% off if you're interested in getting them. You want to get them while they're on sale. Sale ends this month. Not a sponsor, just giving a shout out.
We're a fan.
Yeah, we're a fan, and I like them. But anyway, that's it for today. See you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thank you, Vino, for the super chats too. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Vino.